Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Techie Sugan. In this video, we are going to learn about file handling in Python. If at all you want to save the data permanently in disk, I can make use of this file handling. Files has basic 4 operations. Those are open, close, read, write. These are the basic 4 operations which can be implemented in files. Let us go by one. If I want to open the file, the first element to be declared is file object. This file object is nothing but it is just a variable name given for the file object. The use of this file object is during your open operation, I will specify my file name. Apart from this, throughout my execution of my program, I am going to access the file only by using this file object. That is the reason I am assigning file object during my open operation. And followed by my open function. This open method accepts 2 parameters. Your first parameter is your file name and your second parameter is your access mode. Your file name is nothing but you are going to mention which file you are going to work on it. This is the first parameter you are supposed to mention. And your next parameter is your access mode. You are supposed to mention for what purpose you are opening file. The purpose of opening file is mentioned as access mode. There are different kinds of access mode. Let us go one by one. If at all you are mentioning access mode as R, it means that you are opening the file for read operation. This read operation has one restriction, that is nothing but if you are opening the file for read operation, the file should be already there. If the file is not exist, it will throw me an error. I hope so you are clear with it. If you are opening the file by using read operation, the file should be there. If the file is not there, it will throw me the error. Clear? And next is W. If you are mentioning W, it means that writing. You are opening the file for writing mode. Whenever you are opening the file by using writing mode, the file will be created as a new file. Let us assume the file is already there. What happens in those cases? The existing file will be overwritten. So we must be cautious while opening the file. If the file is there, it will be overwritten. Or if the file is not there, a new file will be created when you are using write mode. And the next is append. A is nothing but append. Append is nothing but adding a data to the existing file. If you are opening the file by using append mode, if the file is not there, a new file will be created. If the file is already there, your cursor will go to the end of the file and from the end of the file I can able to add the data. Clear? These are the different types of access mode available. Let us go ahead with how to do the basic operation in files. If at all you want to open the file, I will be using file object assign open. Let us assume that my file name is sample. This is my file name and this file is not there. I am going to create as a new file. So let me open in write mode. Now I have opened a file. Now let me accept the content to be inserted in my file by using input method. I have accepted the input. Now I want to write this content in my file. If at all you want to write this content to my file, I have 2 methods. Those are write method and write line methods. We will go ahead with implementation of it. If I want to write this data to my file, the first element to be specified is file object dot write method and followed by the parameter should be passed here. The content has the input data, whatever has to be written in a file, I am passing as a parameter. Either you can do such a way or you can write this input method directly inside this write method. I hope so you are clear with it. And next is one important thing, if at all you are opening the file should be closed. If I am not closing the file will not be updated. That is an important thing. Whenever I am opening a file, the file should be closed. I hope so you are clear with this simple example. Let me save this file. I am saving this file in desktop itself as demo.py. You can notice that the file has been created in my desktop. Now let me execute this. Once I am executing this, you can notice that a sample file has been created simultaneously. Let me give some data. This is my new file. After giving enter, a cursor will be blinking, which means that your file has been created successfully. Now let me open this file. I can notice that this is new file has been inserted to my file sample.txt. Clear? I hope so you're clear how to write the data to file. I have written single line. I want to write multiple lines to this file. So what can I do? I can have an iterator for I in range. Let us assume I want to insert 3 lines. So let me give my range value as 3 and these 2 lines should be content of my for loop. Now let me execute this. If I am executing this, it is asking for my input. This is my new file 1. This is my new file 2 is your second one. And this is my new file 3 is your third line. I have given 3 inputs here and let me give enter. Let me open this sample file. You can notice that this is my new file 1, this is my new file 2, this is my new file 3, where all the content has been written in a single line. I don't want it to be written in a single line. I want this particular statements to be written such a way in a sequential line. How can I do it? By default, this particular write method that doesn't have its line break capacity. So if at all after writing the first line in the file, I want line break, I should do manually here. After each and every insert operation, I should call /n. Clear? Now let me execute this. Let me minimize it for our visibility. Okay. Now let me give this same input here and give enter. It has processed. Now let me open the sample file. You can notice that where these 3 lines has been written in a sequential manner, one by one it has been written. Clear? I hope so you are clear with how to do write operation. Let us go to next one. Your next one is nothing but I have told you that where write operation can be done by 2 methods. One is by using write and other is by using write line. Now let us go with implementation of write line. Okay. Let me open the file. Assign open sample.txt. Where you are going to use this write line. This write line is used for taking a list of object as my input. Let me consider I am having a list. This is a list of values. Let me give comma separator. This is a list of values I am having. I am supposed to insert these values to my file. If at all you want to access list of object. Okay, I have given my list. Now I want to write this data to my file. It cannot be done by using write method. It can be done only by using write line method. So if I want to access a file, let me give file object dot write lines. And here parameter of this write line is passed with this particular list. After this, let me close this file by using file object dot close. I hope so you are clear with it. Now let me execute this. It has been executed successfully. Now let me open the file. You can notice that the data has been written in a single line. It has not written in a sequential manner. So by default, this write and this write line, both method doesn't have line break capacity. If at all you want line break, you are supposed to give manually. So let me give line break in your list. For each and every item, let me give line break. Now let me execute it. It has executed. Let me open the file and check it. You can notice that the data has been written sequentially. Clear? I hope so you are clear with how to implement this write line. In this video, we are covered with what is files and what are the basic operation in file, how to open the file, what are the different access modes of file, and how to do basic write operation in this file. If at all you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Thank you.